And the third one is solve for happiness.
When you're kind of looking for your first job and, you know, it's tempting to like compare down to the dollars and cents.
What is your message to the 22, 23-year-old Kelvin graduating in the class of 2021 in the midst of a pandemic? Maybe finding a job offer is difficult. Maybe starting up a new business without any experience could be difficult.
Always take an opportunity you are unsure that you can do, as long as the opportunity is attractive, right? Say yes before you know you can do it, and then figure out how to do it later. I think that's the big message I want to send to the Kelvin of 2021, who's 21, 22 years old, the Singaporean undergraduate or Singaporean graduate who is risk averse and who tends to not want to try to reach the stars. Right? There is nothing stopping you from doing that. The second one is a link to the first thematically. Always remember that people forget you 10 seconds after saying no to you. You have nothing to lose by asking. And the third one is solve for happiness. I think that's that should be your North Star. And if you keep that as your North Star and you remember the first two, you should have a pretty good time.
Darren, your turn.
So I got this great piece of advice many years ago when you're kind of looking for your first job and, you know, it's tempting to like compare down to the dollars and cents how these jobs compare, because that's the thing you look at first. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to earn some money. Which one's going to pay more? And I got this amazing advice from a guy called Eric Tachibana that was like, don't over-index on the money in your first couple of jobs, because the money, if you look at sort of the wealth creation you'll typically have whether you go into a corporate career or even entrepreneurial, it will come in your 40s and 50s over time, and sweat equity and the effort put in typically. I mean, there's entrepreneurs obviously that completely screw up my model here, but like if you choose the job in your like early 20s just based on it paying an extra few dollars, you might go in the direction that you don't love. You might go in a direction that doesn't excite you and make you gagging to come to work and making you really keen to like change the world and do something different. So like, as much as your situation allows, don't make a short-term decision on the money. Think about whether you're passionate about this and whether you can see a really big, bright, exciting future for you. So that's the first one. I would echo something that Kelvin said with a slight twist. I had a good friend, another friend, that said, fortune favors the brave. And a slightly different context the way Kelvin was saying it. I've traveled a lot. So I've been outside the UK now for 17 years. Best thing I ever did. Helped mature me as a human being. Had a wonderful experience of all these different cultures. And I remember leaving without a job, just saying, I'm going to just go do this, because if I don't, I'll never do it. And it's been amazing. So I think take the opportunity to work with different cultures in different places. It will grow you as a human being, and you will be so much more diverse in terms of what you've seen, what you can do, and how you interact with people. And I think the third one, I would say, just remember that it's a marathon and not a sprint. Like, there have been times in my career where I've been like, I need to get to the next level. I need to get this next venture out. I need to make some money now. And that can sort of add pressure and stress and urgency. And sometimes your quality radar, your bar for what you should be doing and where you should focus gets a bit fuzzy. And so I often kind of step back and say, look, I'm compounding my knowledge, I'm compounding my money, I'm compounding my relationships so that, I have them for the future and I can build upon them. And so think long term around how you act and how you focus. And you're going to make some mistakes, but don't make them twice, right? Just learn the lessons and apply it, and be really open to share all the lessons. I've screwed up in 127 different ways, and I'm very happy to share them with everybody. And I'll probably make 128 tomorrow. But it's all good, right? Like if you don't try anything, you don't learn. So yeah, they're my ramblings of a madman.
And we go live.
I think there's one that both Darren and I share: happy wife, happy life.
Yes.